Alright guys, so the motor just got here. We're gonna go ahead and cut it open. Jesus. You guys ready?
Within a box.
There she is, boys. There she is. Oh, 300 swap. Yeah, brother. And half of this weight was from the cardboard. Stand it up. Hopefully it's not damaged from being laid down. Looks fine. There she is. Yeah, let's see what else is in the box. Okay, motor mounts and front sprocket. So let's get this thing mounted up. Oh, the drain plug was loose. Okay. I want to make sure it's not cracked. Little leakage, baby. How's this thing mount? Assuming it comes. I wonder if this doubles up. This. Does this work? Like this. Oh, like that. I see. I think. Looks like there's some spacers that go on here. So I honestly have no idea how this goes. I would assume. I have no idea. Well, once I figure out how this mounts up, we'll get back at it. Alright, so a little time has passed since you guys seen this last, but not really much has happened. It's pretty simple. I mean, I pretty much just put the motor in, which is 2 bolts on here, threw it in. I just mounted up the header, which is 2 bolts, and then the wiring harness. I'm using the CBR wiring harness. I also picked up some CBR controls today from the junkyard, and I pretty much just plugged everything in. I hooked up the throttle body on here, just a 1-hose clamp, hooked up all the wiring harness where it's supposed to go. I mean, it's still messy. I just wired it up. So this will be the first startup. I mean, a lot of stuff still isn't plugged in, like the headlight and all that. But, I mean, hopefully this thing will run. On a positive note, the tail light works, brake light works, turn signals work, horn, and the fuel pump primes. So that works good. So we'll see if she starts. Alright, so I don't have the radiator hooked up, so I'm not going to run it for super long. But at least she runs now. Yeah, so I'll get the radiator hooked up, start cleaning up some of this wiring. I might have to shorten some stuff or extend some stuff, and then wire up the headlight pretty much. and throw coolant in it, and it should be pretty much ready. I'm still missing a couple things, like the rear sprocket over here. So I'm missing the rear sprocket. That should be coming in pretty soon. And I got the chain. I'll throw the chain on. Also for the A-Racer, I have everything except the splitter. So I need to get the splitter so I can run the A-Racer with the wideband, because it doesn't run very well with the stock ECU because the throttle bodies move. So yeah, she runs. And I'm just gonna get the radiator thrown out. I got the radiator over here. I had to run and get like grommets and stuff for this, and the hardware for the fan, so the fan's not like completely bolted on yet. So I'll get that stuff bolted on, slap this on, get some coolant in the system, and let her warm up. Alright, so pretty much since I have a CBR harness, this is the cluster that goes with it. It's, in my opinion, ugly looking. So obviously it doesn't mount up right, and I wouldn't be able to use my windshield, my step headlight, etc., etc. So the plugs are different. So what I'm doing right now is I cut the Grom plug off of the Grom harness right here. And right now I'm just soldering the ground plug to the CBR harness. That way, for now, I can use the Grom cluster, and eventually I'll get the CB300F cluster that I guess is plug and play, same as the Grom. However, it has a higher rev limit and it has a coolant temp sensor. So right now I won't be using the coolant temp sensor because, well, for one, I already have a A-Racer, so everything will be able to be viewed via my phone, so I'm not too worried about that. I can put RPM, temp, everything on there. So the Grom one will work just fine for now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start soldering that all up. All right, so pretty much got majority of the wiring buttoned up. I got the headlight on, the blinkers on, everything. The cluster wired up, so with the key on, cluster works, neutral switch works. See, neutral switch works. High beams work. Blinkers in the back work. Everything works good. She's super loud. I would let it warm up, but it's pretty late. So I pretty much got all the wiring buttoned up. Only thing I'm waiting on is the splitter for the A-Racer. Then I can throw that in, wire that up, and get the auto tune going. I got the sprockets coming in probably tomorrow. I can hook that up, get the chain on, and then we should be ready to test ride. So that's all I got for today. Stay tuned for what else is to come, and yeah, we'll go from there.